In this video, I'm going to show you how to create tooltips using a graphic. So what I've got is a little mini Dreamweaver site with a single file called index.html, and I've already gone ahead and inserted an image of these folders and their hierarchy. So I'm going to show you now how to create tooltips, Spry Tooltips, on this image. The trick of doing it involves something called an image map. And if you select the graphic, as I'm doing here in Dreamweaver, and look in the Properties Inspector, because it's a graphic, along the bottom you'll see some icons for map, and each one of these refers to a different kind of a shape. Let's just grab that first shape, that square, and I'm just going to draw it out right over this part of the graphic. And Dreamweaver reminds me to put something in the alt field, which I'm going to do, and I'm going to call this E2. This is just a name that I'm using for the alt field. Now what I want to do is I want to insert a tooltip. And the way to do that, unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't think it's a big deal, is to work in the code view rather than the design view. If you try to use the design view, Dreamweaver is going to think that the entire image is hot, clickable, linkable, whatever you want to call it. What we want to do instead is convince Dreamweaver that we're only talking about a specific portion of that graphic. So we're going to switch to code view, making sure that portion of the image is highlighted. And when we get to the code view, you can see that that same code is also highlighted. And now I'm going to insert Spry Tooltip. And Spry goes ahead and does its thing. And I'm just going to change the default text and say this is the E2 folder. All right, just some text, and I'm going to now save my page. And as we've seen so many times, if I don't have any other tooltips in this particular site, Dreamweaver is going to create a couple of files and put them away. Now, if we go back to the design, you can see that as we do with text tooltips, there is a new div that contains the information that we just put in. And if we go ahead and mouse over that image, you can see anywhere other than that E2 area, nothing happens. But once I mouse over that area, that hot area, then the E2 message comes up. Let's do one more. So again, I'm going to select that image and choose that square area marker and do the same thing as I did before. And I'm going to call this media. And again, I'm going to go to the code view. And with it selected, as you can see it is, I'm going to insert another Spry tooltip. And I'll say, and I could edit this in design view. This is media. Anything you want. And I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to go ahead and look at it. So now I've got two hotspots, one over this area and one over this area.